Salutations on Ice Philosophy's Table. My name is Sir Hamtalot, and welcome to my room flip project, episode 10. It's about time I upload this video. I know it's been a while since I've done my room flip project, like almost a whole month. But I've been doing some finishing touches and some rearranging and all that, but it's about time I do the room tour finale. An updated room tour, especially for those who haven't watched the whole series. I will be making a playlist after I upload this video, so hopefully I can get that done. Oh yeah, but also I encourage you to stay at the end of the video. Please, I have a special announcement at the very end, after the tour and everything. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll put a time stamp on the video somewhere. But yeah, let's get started with the room tour. Before we get started on the room tour, let's start off with outside my bedroom door. We have my Sir Hamtalot sign, which I made from signs.com, and not a sponsor. I just wanted to make a cool sign just for the room. And it says Sir Hamtalot Puzzle Piece Productions. And we have that, and in the background, autism awareness ribbons, because if I said it once, I've said it 100,000 times. I am on the autism spectrum. And right here, we have my recording light, which turn off the hall light. It's better. Way better. So yeah, every time I'm recording, I turn off that light and I turn on my recording light. Should probably change the batteries in that soon. I don't know. But anyway, let's get started with the bedroom. So when you first walk into my bedroom, we have here it is. Yeah, I thought I'd tidy it up a little bit. I actually remembered to tidy up a little bit before the recording. Thank God I remembered. But when you first walk into my bedroom, you see, well, actually the first thing you see is my Gremlins collection. I want it to be the most, I want it to be the first thing you see in my whole collection. Oh, by the way, ignore that water bottle, it's for my Chia Pet. So we have my Funko Pops, my plushies, my homemade pencil holder, and a bunch of random Gremlins items. The thing I'm really happy with is my Gizmo Chia Pet. Yeah, I kind of messed up with the chia seeds. I was supposed to put it on the body, but I didn't realize that till after I put it on the head. Yeah, it's starting to surround on the head though. But I've been overwatering it too, so I've been drowning it basically in water. Gotta give it a break, honestly. Oh, by the way, the water bottle's here because that's how I water it. Then we have my calendar. I didn't go with the gaming themed one this year because, well, honestly, I couldn't find one. And we have another sign that says Puzzle Piece Production. Hey, that's me. You can see my reflection. Hello. Anyway, so basically it says, I made this myself. It's a Puzzle Piece Productions. I had to abbreviate productions because the whole word wouldn't fit. So these are actual puzzle pieces I used. I think I mentioned this in a previous video. I can't remember for the life of me though. So yeah, Puzzle Piece Productions. I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but always go with 5. I went with 5 below puzzle pieces. If you're gonna make this at home, always go for cheap puzzle pieces like a kid store, like a toy store puzzle thingy. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Here we have my dresser, which, honestly, I'm not going to show you all my clothes or anything. I just wanted to show you the Shrine of Remembrance stuff, which, for those who have been subscribed to me, since the beginning, I've always had this area in my room, whether it be I had it in the previous room where this is all except for that. Actually, get rid of that. All these things have significant meaning towards people who have joined God in heaven, whether it be mostly my papa's things or anything like that, and like past relatives and family, friends. Yeah. It means a lot to me to see this every morning, every time I get dressed in the morning. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. And above that, we have my video game plushies, which it's kind of a lot. It's taking up half the closet. I don't know if you guys can see this, but like there. And then there's my shirts. Oh, yeah. And you guys can't even see that. Please push my chair because it's kind of tight squeeze through here. There we have my papa's guitar, which I actually made himself. I mean, I think it's pretty cool to have. But anyway, let's move. But yeah, that's about it. Before we go to the desk setup, let's move on to my main media center, which is a bit of a mess. Not gonna lie, I probably should have tidied this up a little bit. But anyway, this is my video game setup for Puzzle Piece Productions whenever I'm doing an Ask Me's Guide to Gaming, or just gaming in general. Well, let's start from the topmost corner. We have the Sega Dreamcast. We have the original PlayStation. We have the original Xbox. And the Xbox One. Yes, I've had an Xbox One before. Well, I've had an Xbox 360 before any of these consoles, but the Xbox One comes close second. Sort of. Sorry if I'm sounding a little nasally. My allergies were really bad this morning. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, by the way. We have the Super Nintendo. We have the Nintendo 64. The Nintendo GameCube. I put all the Nintendo consoles, mostly, in the bottom, so you know, it'd be easy, I know which one to go with. And I'm going in backwards, like, reverse chronological order, for the most part. And on the bottom right, no, bottom left corner, we have Wii, Wii U, and Switch. And then on top of the Nintendo consoles, we have the PS2 Slim, which, honestly, I need to replace. I've had this thing for over about 2 years, and it's yet to work. Like, I don't know why I keep this thing. But honestly, it never works. Never worked. Like, 1 minute, like, I got it fixed once. The first time before I got it fixed, it would only read PS1 discs. The next time I try to play, it plays nothing. Like, I got it fixed, and it got worse. Congratulations, you fixed something. You made it freaking worse. Ugh, it's so annoying. We have my PS4. It's just a regular PS4, not a PS4 Pro. Sorry about it. And then the classic consoles. We have the NES Classic, SNES Classic, and yes, I have a PlayStation Classic, which I should have waited on buying because I got it for $60 and now it's like, no wait, not $60, $40. And now it's $20. Oh well. And then we have the PS3, my TV with the Wii sensor bar, and the NES. Now, I don't know if I've said this ever, but a question that keeps popping up for a lot of game room tours that I've noticed lately. I watch a lot of game room tours on YouTube. I've noticed that people have been talking about haven't asked the question, what is the most used console in your game room? Now, I would say the Xbox 360, if it was in here. I actually do have a 360, but it's in the family room. But since it's in the family room, I can't say that 360 is my most used console. For that honor, it's the Xbox One. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I love the Xbox One. I mean, sure, there aren't that many great games on it, but hey, it's a good console. Yeah, it's amazing, and I can't find the right word. There's not enough words to say. There's not enough words to, like, express how this is so underrated and overhated. But anyway, now, you're probably wondering how all these consoles are set up to my TV. Well, I have an HDMI switcher. I don't know what brand this is, honestly. I've probably written that down in silver Sharpie. And it's HDMI, it's a 7-port HDMI switch box, which connects the Xbox One, the classic consoles, the PS4, the Wii U, and the Switch. I think that's it. Wait, I'm missing one. Nope. Did I mention the PS4? Sorry, it's early in the morning. Anyway, and everything else is connected via AV switch boxes, which is box 1 has 7, box 1 has 7 consoles hooked up to it, and you're probably wondering what the 8th port is connected to, or what's connected to the 8th AV port. Box number 2. Number 2. Sorry, I'm such a child. And I would remember what consoles are hooked up. Basically, it's everything else. I would remember which consoles are hooked up to box 1 and which consoles are hooked up to box 2, but I haven't made a list yet. It's on my phone, but it's just I haven't figured out a written list yet. It's only a typed list on my phone. Oh well. So yeah, and by the way, here's the plug cam, or as I call it, a maximum fire hazard cam. Because that's what it is. A maximum fire hazard. But before we move on, now, I gotta move on because I don't want this video to be too long. But before we do, before we move on from this area, let's move on to the top of the area, where I keep my Funko Pop. Alright, here are all my Funko Pops, and then some, which I recently organized, like, the night before I recorded this video. I recorded this, like, last night by the time I'm filming this. From most expensive Funko Pop to probably the least expensive item in my Funko Pop collection. Now, I have most of my Funko Pops up here, except for 4. You probably saw them earlier on the Gremlins collection. Oh yeah. Also behind the door, I have a poster of the 151 Pokemon. I probably got a 5 Below somewhere or something. But anyway, what's my favorite Funko Pop in this collection? I really don't know yet. I don't know. I kinda like Princess Kitana from Mortal Kombat, but I also like my Pop DIY Pop Sona of myself back when I had green hair. I really need to touch that up. It looks terrible on camera. But I also like Bulbasaur. I also like Gabumon. It's hard to choose. And I also like Baby Dumbo. But yeah. But my most expensive Funko Pop is Prince Goro from Mortal Kombat. I'm honestly shocked about how much this guy's skyrocketing in price. He's not worth that much money, but he's worth at least $30. And I got him when he was like 20 or less. It's crazy. What's my oldest Funko Pop in this collection? Well, earlier it was the Gizmo one and the Stripe Pop Funko Pops. They were made in 2011. I know, crazy. And my first Funko Pop, I don't know if I mentioned this, is actually Doc Brown. And this is the Doc Brown that's in the October 2015 Loot Crates exclusives. He's not worth that much money, like I think he's like $8 or $9. I really don't know. I think it's like less than, I think he's a little bit more or less, but anyway. But yeah, most expensive Funko Pop is Prince Goro, $32. And my least expensive Funko Pop's Han Solo and Snow Gear from the December 2015 Loot Crate. He's also a bobblehead, by the way. He's worth about $5, I'm pretty sure. The pin is worth the same amount as him. That says a lot. Ooh, too close. But the least expensive Funko item I have in my collection, Timothy Q. Mouse from the Hot Topic Dumbo set. He's worth $3. Oh well. But anyway, ooh, voice crack. But anyway, speaking of Dumbo and Disney in general, let's move on to above this thing. To my Disney VHS tapes. Oh yeah, okay, so I've added a little bit of my Disney VHS tapes. There's still a few I'm missing, but this isn't even all of them. Keep her going. Boom. So yeah, a lot of people have really been interested in seeing my Disney VHS tapes. Like, I uploaded that video like half a year ago, and I already have over 120, almost 120 views on it. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. This is about, by the way, this is about 55-ish, I think, I think it's about 55 Disney VHS tapes. And yeah, and I've realized something interesting about my Disney VHS tapes. Specifically, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Fox and the Hound, and that's about it. Okay. Those 3 Disney VHS tapes are among, specifically those variations. Sorry, I mean, lower the camera. Really itchy. Nose is really itchy. But those 3 Disney VHS tapes are among the rarest of all the Disney VHS tape variations. You're probably wondering why? Well, I don't know if it's confirmed yet, but that. If it has they're the part of the Black Diamond Classics, which are among the rarest. I mean, well, I don't know if that's fact or fiction or whatever, but specifically, Aladdin and the Black Diamond Classics is about $600. I don't know if that's true or not. According to the website, apparently it's like $600 VHS tape. And the Beauty and the Beast one is among the rarest. Like, according to the website, it was like tens of thousands of dollars. Whew, that's a crazy price. But I'm keeping it. I'm not trading it for the world. But you're probably wondering, now you're probably wondering at this point, why are they worth so much money? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh yeah, I should probably go over how I organize them. I mentioned this in the past. I've organized them based on numbers first with 101 Dalmatians, and then I alphabetize them, but I didn't alphabetize them if they begin with the letter. If they begin with the letter, or not the letter, the words A/an or the/the, forget about it. I just go with the next word, like that goes the alphabet. It's like the absent-minded professor should go in the T's for most people, but since it has the word the in the beginning, my philosophy says it goes in the A's. That's just how my brain works. I don't know how to explain it. It's just how I do my thing. Now, I mentioned in episode 9 of My Room for the Project that I said I wasn't going to have this. Well, off camera, I decided to change my mind and just do it anyway. Because why not? I can't live without Disney movies. Oh yeah. I can't think straight without Disney movies. Like, it taught me so much life lessons. But, yeah. So yeah, I mean, Disney movies are my life. Like I have to proudly display them in my room. But anyway, by the way, favorite movie of all these movies? Toy Story 2. I do like the first movie, but Toy Story 2 introduced my favorite character. It introduced a lot of my favorite characters, actually. Oh yeah, the Rescuers is part of the Black Diamond too. Forgot about that. The Toy Story 2 introduced some of my favorite characters, like Jessie, Bullseye, Emperor Zurg, and I guess Stinky Pete. I don't know whether to count him a favorite character or not. Anyway, this clip's becoming too long. I really need to move on. I'm just rambling on. But anyway, so let's move on to my, well, let's move to my desk setup. Okay, I need to explain myself a little bit. You're probably wondering, so Hamsalot, didn't you have a PC set up right here? Yes, I did. Honestly, and you're probably wondering, where's that big old black light, neon LED black light you had in your originally? Well, with those two things, I I realized that I didn't really need them. Like the PC setup, I don't know why, but given my overgeneralized anxiety, it gave me a lot of anxiety and like pressure or something. I'm really not sure why. And the black light, well, it was flickering a lot, and it's a lot of money to replace it. So I just put all those things in the garage. But what I have here in my desk space is, well, I have a CRT TV, which eventually I'm gonna get. I will get an Atari 2600 one of these days. But it might be next year when I get it. I have an Atari game actually, which I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, basically basically my desk is going to be a place not for a computer and all that, but for an Atari 2600. And this TV, by the way, it might be small, but it actually still has a coaxial and an RF adapter, which is efficient for an Atari 2600. It actually has it on the back, so you can actually connect it or hook it up to it. But yeah, I also have this wax melter, which I would turn on, but it's too early in the morning and I don't want to forget about it. And my black light, yeah. Yeah, and currently my 3DS is charging on it because just recently, like yesterday, I got Pokemon. Ooh, that's a big glare. I got Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, still sealed because I just got it yesterday. And yeah, currently I have my phone charger also plugged in. It's not connected to my phone though. I still have a good battery, I think. And yeah. Behind the TV, we have deodorant and a hand sanitizer because, well, gotta stay hygienic. Hydration. Hygiene is important, kids. Good grief. Then we have my TV remote and my Xbox One controller. Like I said, I play on that station the most. Now, I've labeled my desk and all the drawers that go with it individually, like with a label maker. So I'm going to go through it, and I recently cleaned out some areas, so let's go through them, shall we? In this drawer we just have a bunch of miscellaneous etc. And a custom LPS hamster, I don't know how that got in there. So yeah, we just have a bunch of miscellaneous in here in this drawer, like the Dumbo penny pouch, my Loot Crate pins, which are currently on a ribbon. That's not a Loot Crate pin, that's a Super Geek box. We also have my Switch carrying case and a whole bunch of what the heck ever. And a bunch of paperwork, yes. Essentials, we have paperwork, like documents and other stuff that's important for like the console setup stuff, command strips, scotch tape, erasers for my whiteboard, we'll get that in a minute, chia seeds for the chia pet, and wax melt thingies for my wax melter. Right there. We have the scent Sunkissed Citrus, which honestly smells like orange soda. Apricot Vanilla, which smells heavenly. And Black Raspberry Vanilla, which I like a lot of fruity scents, basically. And a lot of vanilla-based scents. But anyway, in this door, it's actually a door. Be careful. Let me move the cord. We have a bunch of paint. And this isn't even all of it, folks. So yeah, I have a lot of paint. It's probably too much, but oh well. I'm a crafty person. A lot of you don't. I don't know if I've said that actually before, but yeah. In here we can't have paint without paintbrushes, obviously. So I have that in here, and then we have glue. I would have a hot glue gun in here, but I recently threw that one away because it sucked. Like nothing was sticking to it. So I just have Elmer's glue Walmart's glitter glue, and Target brand. I think that's Target brand. Might be Walmart. Who knows? Washable school glue. Here we have a bunch of crafting miscellaneous, like puzzle pieces, Google eyes, beads, glitter, pipe cleaners, and sewing thread. But then in here, as you saw that label, oh, cord's in the way. In here we have all of the Disney DVDs. Yes, I actually collect Disney DVDs. I'm not just all about VHS and retro stuff. But yeah, speaking of retro stuff, here's my game collection. So yeah, I've expanded my game collection a little bit over the years, mostly in the 360 department. I haven't really gotten that many new games as of lately. I mean, I recently added the Lego games that were originally in the family room in here. Games I've gotten this month. I mean, I got Beast Quest and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, but I think that's about it this month. Oh wait, just recently I finally found The Last of Us for like $6. Recently, I don't know if that counts as this month or last month though. But anyway, I organized my games in chronological order, like when the console was first released. Starting with Atari, I own my sole and one and only Atari game. Then goes to NES. By the way, this is a bootleg of Spiritual Warfare. Basically Zelda. Then we go to Super Nintendo. I haven't really collected anything for Sega games except for the Dreamcast because I really don't have the space for it. And then we have PlayStation, the Nintendo 64. Oh, I think I have to sneeze. Bless me. And we have Sega Dreamcast. I think I'm losing my voice. Good grief. Sorry, I really should have done this on a better day when I bought as allergies. When my allergies aren't as bad. Then we have PS2, original Xbox, GameCube, and the domination of the 360. All the way from 2K Sports Baseball, all the way to Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection for 360. And yes, I would count these as 360, but those actually count for Kinect for Xbox 360. Half of my collection is Kinect games. I have a problem. Then we have the PS3 games, which honestly isn't much, I know. The PS3 isn't my forte. Like, it's hard to find games that are good for it because I never grew up with it. Then we have Wii games, Wii U games, PS4 games, which continues down here with Spider-Man. Then we have Xbox One. Yes, I have Fortnite, and I've never played it. It's too popular. And then yes, there are Switch games. And then we have the accessories for it. Like a Nintendo Zapper, the sleeve, a nunchuck, a classic controller for the Wii, and a bunch of Switch plastic stuff. I don't know what to call those. Oh yeah, but there are still other games. I got a text message. Hang on. But there are still other games in this collection, and the games are right here. So basically, these are all. This is where I put all my handheld games in this little corner between the closet and the desk. And it's a pretty modest collection for the most part. I mean, I have a Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I have 2 DSs. One of them was belonging to my little sister. I have a Game Boy Advance SP. I used to have 2. I don't know where the other one went. And mentioned earlier, 3DS XL. New 3DS XL. And I've labeled the drawers. If you saw episode 8, I think, of the Room Flip Project, you know how I stored these. Game Boy and Game Boy Color, and their accessories in here. By the way, I got a Hamtaro game. Yes, I'm not ashamed to admit it. Hamtaro was my favorite anime growing up. Don't judge me! Game Boy Advance in here, which... yeah, there's a lot. It's my second biggest collection, basically. Ooh, almost fell forward. And in here, which I really need to properly organize, which without, it's hard to organize this thing because they're in boxes, and it's a rounded container on the bottom. DS and 3DS, and accessories for that. I might have most of my 3DS games are basically Pokemon, but you think this is the end of the room tour, which it's not. It's almost done. But let's get to the final bits. So here's my Pokemon Build-A-Bear collection, or Build-A-Bear Pokemon collection. Gotta pick my bed sheets up a little bit. So here's my Build-A-Bear Pokemon collection. I have 9 of them. Between me and my sister, we have almost all of them, except for Alolan Vulpix and the recently released with Psyduck Snubbull Build-A-Bear Pokemon. I'm not sure if there's going to be any more, but... Oh, hi, Dobby. Come here, Dobby. Hi, Phoebe. Radio just dropped her off. She knew I texted. She texted. She's the one who texted me. But anyway. But basically, I have almost every single one. Like, I have most of them. A majority of them, almost. And my little sister, who just dropped off Dobby, sweet little girl, has Pikachu. We don't have Alolan Vulpix or Snubbull yet. Working on it. But anyway. And then, the final stop of art is my bed. Dobby, don't scratch yourself, sweetie. That's rude. You did it on camera. Anyway. So, yeah. This is where I sleep at night, basically. With images of Keep Moving Forward and Gary in my head. It's like sugar plums, but not for the holidays. And, yes. I collect Squishmallows. I know, it's a weird collection, but oh well. And it's kind of like, it's becoming a collecting thing for me. I don't know why I collect these. They're just really therapeutic. I'm not one of those extreme collectors that already has like 100 and they came out earlier this year. Some of the collectors are really obsessed with Squishmallows. Like, they have over 100 of them. Hey, stop biting yourself. Thank you. But anyway, so is it bad that I also remember their names? Like, in the order I got them? Lay down, sweetie. There's Sophie the sheep, Lexi the fox, Danny the dinosaur, Simon the sloth, Bruce the walrus, Veronica the octopus, Francis the lion, and I didn't know this name till yesterday. It's a red panda, yes, but would you expect Cece the red panda or even Francis the lion being their names? I did not. I would have expected this one to be like Regina or Reggie or something. And Francis being like a Leo, Lionel, or Leon or something. Not Francis and Cece. It's kind of weird, but makes them original, I guess. But yeah, I guess that's the end of the room tour, guys. Oh wait, not yet. There's also the whiteboard. But before we get to the whiteboard, I almost forgot to mention all my video game figurines I've collected here. Like, it's just random trinkets and odds and bobs that I have here, honestly. Like, an Eevee Piggy Bank, my Super Mario Cereal Amiibo box, a Katana, Princess Katana action figure, and Tetris lights. Everything else is just blind bag stuff, or figurines that are one of a kind, like this Flareon clay model, which a friend of mine made for when I graduated. He was a year below me, or before me, but yeah. And Gary's fish tank one of Gary's fish tank decorations, because yeah, I don't want to mention it, but anyway. And then we have some pictures here which are pretty memorable. By the way, that is me when I was 5 months old, and I was upset. And yes, I still am obsessed with Blue's Clues to this day. Loved that show growing up. I don't know why. And I'm really excited for the reboot. Oh yeah, by the way, that's me 10 years ago. That's me at half my age now. And that's my mama, and that's a photo bomber. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to the whiteboard. Now, the whiteboard, it's pretty huge, I'm not gonna lie. And currently I have my my sisters and I drawn as Mario characters on it. We have me as Toad because, well, I'm pretty clueless and annoying most of the time. Then we have my older sister, Elizabeth, whom you met at during Autismus last year during the Gross Candy Cane Challenge. She's represented as a Boo because, well, she's pretty mischievous. She's cute, yet mischievous. So yeah. And then we have my little sister Rachel, and she's a Yoshi. I'll explain that in a minute. Now, you're probably wondering, since we're nearing the end of the video, it's nearing the end of the video, when's this surprise going to be revealed? Well, it's going to be revealed right now. Fellow Knights of the Pillsbury's Table, this drawing is not complete yet. Because, okay, I'm a little nervous about saying this, but you do the math. Let me get a close up. Yeah. I'm gonna be an uncle. Okay, I hope you guys, so that's pretty much it for the room tour and this finale for my room flip project and that major announcement. I was honestly really nervous on announcing that, which, I mean, I had to wait for the right time to announce it. Like, I'm freaking out a little bit, sorry. Trying not to get all emotional. I mean, I'm trying to be brave for my little sister. She's a little scared, you know? But anyway, let me know in please say in the comments below, like, that you have my little sister's support. And as much as I do. Please. She really needs this support, as much support as possible. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and that major announcement. If you did, drop a like you're dropping the bass. Wow. Give the subscribe and the smizzy smack. And I'll see you fellow knights in the next video. Dudes.